about business continuity. And for us as a vendor of really critical services, it is important for us to be able to assure our clients that we've got their back in the event that something unusual happens. A lot of organizations have plans in place where they say, well, in the event of, let's say, some kind of a hurricane or earthquake or anything like that, these are the measures that we will take to ensure that we can continue to serve you without disruption. We assess those risks as well and say, how likely is it that we're going to have an event that will actually take out, for example, an entire piece of our workforce, and what would be the impact on our clients. So this is all part of what organizations typically do. However, I think also most organizations have an experience of testing these BCP plans out as a paper-based exercise. So usually you call it something like a tabletop exercise, where you walk through the different steps in your BCP plan and you say, do we have this? Is this working? Are we confident that this is going to happen in this way? As you know, even if you have a great plan, then reality has a very, very unique way of putting a spin on things. So, of course, the events that we've experienced currently have evolved at a really rapid pace. So I think what we've seen is we've seen sort of countries and regions, I guess, operate in that very sort of normal way for months on end, while people are sort of observing events unfolding. And then suddenly, within the span of a couple of days or a week, the country can go from that to a complete shutdown, which means that some of the instances and organizations in that country don't always have time to follow suit. So in some of the economies that we operate in, for example, we've got a full shutdown of the market at the moment, but at the same time we've got government organizations not extending critical deadlines for deliverables, which makes it a little bit difficult for an organization to operate. These are things where, once again, like the way that you work and the way that you operate with your clients will be really important. So transparency, again, towards your clients as well as towards your internal workforce about what it is that you're going to be able to do is fundamental. We need to go out to the clients and we need to tell them that we have a problem, and it's a shared problem. It's not something that we wanted to introduce, but it's also not something that we can solve, unfortunately. And then the clients usually are quite forthcoming if you're transparent with them, because they understand that they don't have any magic around these types of situations either. And similarly, the employees, we didn't have necessarily the ideal equipment to share to every employee that we had in the organization. Some of our teams, like the one in China, they've been working at home for months and months using their personal equipment and having their kids at home, and the network speed is not ideal at all times. But we've all pushed through it, and we've all done it with and we've gotten great feedback from our clients actually about it, which we're really grateful for, that they take the time in these types of circumstances to write and thank us for the way that we support them. And we obviously take pride in doing that, and we need to keep doing it, of course, but still, whenever somebody stops and says thank you, it does warm the heart and make you want to do even better.